Guys, in the picture I saw the farmland and three characters. In this, I perceive that Anita is doing his diploma in agriculture field, and the farmer who struggles a lot for his family in the farmland. As he was struggling, there is a scarcity of water and other things. While Anita come to the village, she saw the farmer who was struggling for this, and she gave the ideas about what are the seeds we can use and the irrigation ideas, which is sprinkler and the irrigation what we can use for this, and the subsidy which is given by the government. And the farmer gone to that idea and he got his yield more, and he was happy. Thank you.
Friends, in this picture I saw 8 people or 8 characters with a notice board. In that, I perceive the students are seeing the results of their research in the notice board. Ravi is the hero. So this is picture 2.
Next. Friends, in my story, the main character is Ankit, who is in architecture engineer, who recently joined the Rural Development Authority, who was posted into a rural village which was hit by a flood. So he was really tense with the situation of the area because of the heavy flood hit. So he decided to make a plan of how to develop the houses which was affected as well as collapsed due to the flood. The main thing that he concentrated upon was the sustainable architecture as well as the materials that have to be used, which is available locally as well as economically, which can be built, so that within cheap rate as well as without much investment of technologies, it can be developed. And before the government releases the fund for the flooded people, it gets constructed as well as they can get relocated. So finally, with the technology, he went to the higher authorities and he explained about the plan, which was executed with his team properly. And finally, the villagers got their house with a really good house, and they were happy with it. Thank you.
Friends, in my picture, I think I saw only two persons. That is female, positive mood. My story goes thus. Kavya is the medical student who has completed her studies and joined her hospital to serve the country. And one day, one patient comes to her and comes with a flu that is spreading throughout her village. So Kavya, who is taking initiative and goes to her village and spreads the awareness about the disease and cures the disease. And she took initiative with her team, and they went for a medical camp to their village and they cured the disease. And this led to not spread the disease. Thank you.
Friends, in this picture I was able to see a lady, a man and some livestock. The story goes as follows. Prerna, age 20, is a student of agriculture, and her father is Ajay, who is aged 48, in a farm. He operates a farm along with some livestock as well. So Prerna lives in a region where currently there is water crisis is happening and the people aren't able to get much of water. Then she realizes that she has studied about drip irrigation system, wherein a very less amount of water is required for irrigating a large area of crops. So she decides to implement this. She contracts the contractor and she tells that such a system is required. In this, she is able to install a drip irrigation system in her farm, and with the excess water that is saved, she is also able to take needs of the livestock involved in her farm as well. With this, she also tells the other villages of her plan, and she also conducts a seminar which other people also get enlightened about this, and they also start using it in their process. With this, I conclude my story. Thank you.
In the picture, I have perceived 3 characters aged between 20 to 25 years old, and they all are female, and they are doing paddy farming. Seema is a young graduate, completed her graduation from Bangalore. In her holidays, she came to her village, and there she observed that there was a farming going on. So she got to know about the farming, that the farming is not being properly implemented. Then she went to the nearby Kisan Krishi Sahayak Kendra, and there she inquired all the information about the better farming, and she came back to the village and she told the best use of the water and and the use of the seeds, the way to put it into the soil, and the optimum or the and the how much period is required for a better plant to get it into its best form. And then she told all this to her villagers, and after 2 to 3 months the paddy farming was implemented very well. Thank you.
I've perceived two characters in my story where the main character is a female who's about 23 years old, a graduate in agriculture. And she comes back to her village and she understands that the land being left barren and there's water crisis that's very evident in the village. And now she realizes the fact that there's a need to be implementation of a sophisticated technique of farming that should be implemented in the village, that's in her village. And then she comes up with the idea of having a green revolution, one of the ideology of Mrs. Swaminathan, where to have hybrid seeds and then to have better manure fertilizers being used and sophisticated techniques of farming to be used, so that this will increase the yield and also provides, this will not lead to losses for the farmers. And this way she actually she educated the masses, the villagers there, in order to come up with this kind of technology that can be used in farming in order to reduce the losses, and also the government schemes like the MSP being provided for various crops in India also was made use because of the knowledge that she has in agriculture. This way she could help to manage to increase the production in her village and also educate the masses on agriculture to increase the yield and profit. Thank you.
Friends, in that picture I saw a scene of field with one man of age 40 to 45 and one old lady age of 60 plus and a lady of 23 years. So my story goes like this. Rishika, a 23-year-old lady who is doing his final year graduation in biotechnology from a reputed institution. One day when she comes to her hometown, she finds that farmers are trying to produce but not able to get enough crops for their livelihood and also to get benefit out of those crops. So she inquired with the block development office. She found that many of the government schemes that have been implemented by government, but it is not reaching to the farmers. So she takes the surplus of her village and also few other farmers and went to the block development office and explained the requirement of different kind of seeds and the water that can be provided due to the government schemes. So due to her efforts, now farmers are able to use the neem coated seeds which produce more and gives them crops, and they also sell them in their nearby market and earns more. Thank you.
Friends, my story revolves around a girl named Mansi who is 26 years old. Mansi belongs to a family of farmers. Her father being a farmer, she has seen the struggles her father has faced over the years to grow crops in the hilly terrains of her village. She takes the inspiration from her father and she joins an agricultural university and graduates, and because of her graduation she scores really well and she gets a scholarship. With that scholarship she visits Delhi and there she learns new techniques during her scholarship days, and with those techniques that she has learned she comes back to her village, and in those hilly terrains they apply those techniques and are able to grow tea in those areas, and now they own a tea farming there and they are successfully exporting tea from their tea farm. Thank you.
As I seen in the picture, there are three members. Aruna from a remote village from Mizoram got secured top marks in her in 12th, but their parents won't allow her to go for the graduation as their family circumstances can't allow. She didn't lose her desire to become a graduate. She did her bachelor's in from distance from IGNO, I think.